Throughout history, there have been objects carrying with them an aura and a legacy of misfortune. These cursed items are often steeped in tragedy and superstition. Let's discuss them one by one. 1. The Hope Diamond. The Hope Diamond, a 45.52 carat deep blue diamond, is one of the most famous and valuable gems in the world. However, its beauty belies a sinister history that has earned it the reputation of being cursed. Legend has it that the diamond was stolen from the eye of a Hindu idol, bringing misfortune to all who possessed it. The curse is said to have begun with the diamond's original owner, a French merchant traveller named Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, who was torn apart by wild dogs on a trip to Russia. Subsequent owners of the diamond met equally tragic fates, including Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette, who were executed during the French Revolution. In the 20th century, the diamond's curse seemed to extend to those who merely handled it. Jacques Cartier, the jeweller who acquired the diamond, was forced to sell his business due to financial troubles. Harry Winston, another renowned jeweller, donated the diamond to the Smithsonian Institution in 1958, purportedly to rid himself of the curse. While the stories surrounding the Hope Diamond's curse may be exaggerated or embellished, the gemstone's tumultuous history and the misfortunes that befell its owners have only added to its mystique. 2. The Debuk Box. The Debuk Box is a wine cabinet that allegedly contains a malicious spirit trapped within its confines. The box's origins can be traced back to the early 20th century in Poland, where it was said to have been owned by a Holocaust survivor named Havela. According to the legend, Havela sought the help of a rabbi to rid himself of a dibuk, a malicious spirit from Jewish folklore that can possess and torment living beings. The rabbi's attempts to expel the dibuk failed, and he instead trapped it inside the wine cabinet using protective inscriptions and rituals to seal it. In 2003, the Debuk Box surfaced at an estate sale and was purchased by a Missouri man named Kevin Mannis. From that moment on, strange and terrifying events began to unfold for Mannis and his family, including unexplained illnesses, financial troubles, and even a brush with death. The Debuk Box has since been passed on to several owners, each reporting similar experiences of misfortune and paranormal activity. Some have claimed to hear voices and scratching sounds emanating from the box, while others have reported feelings of oppression and dread in its presence. 3. The Cursed Amityville Horror House. The Amityville Horror House, located in Amityville, New York, is infamous for the brutal murders that took place within its walls in 1974. Ronald Butch DeFeo Jr. shot and killed 6 members of his family while they slept, claiming that he was instructed to do so by voices he heard in the house. A year later, the Lutz family moved into the house, unaware of its grisly past. They quickly began experiencing terrifying paranormal occurrences, including strange noises, apparitions, and unexplained physical sensations. The family eventually fled the house after 28 days, claiming that it was possessed by a demonic presence. The Amityville Horror House has since become a subject of intense fascination and scrutiny, with skeptics questioning the veracity of the Lutz family's claims and believers insisting that the house harbors a dark, malevolent energy. 4. The Haunted Annabelle Doll. The Annabelle doll is a Raggedy Ann doll that is said to be possessed by a demonic entity. The doll's story began in 1970 when a mother purchased it as a gift for her daughter Donna in Connecticut. Shortly after bringing the doll home, Donna and her roommate began experiencing strange occurrences, including the doll appearing to move on its own and leaving messages written in crayons. They eventually sought the help of a medium, who claimed that the doll was possessed by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins. The doll's behavior became increasingly disturbing, with reports of it leaving threatening messages and even attacking one of the women. The case eventually caught the attention of renowned paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, who took possession of the doll and placed it in a locked case blessed by a priest. Today, the Annabelle doll resides in the Warrens Occult Museum in Monroe, Connecticut, where it is said to be closely monitored and protected. The doll's story has been the inspiration for several horror films, including the Annabelle and The Conjuring franchises. 5. The Cursed Ruby Slippers from The Wizard of Oz. The ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland in the classic 1939 film The Wizard of Oz are considered one of the most iconic and valuable pieces of movie memorabilia in existence. However, these slippers are also rumored to be cursed, with a trail of misfortune following those who have come into contact with them. The curse is said to have begun during the filming of The Wizard of Oz, when a crew member was nearly crushed by a falling piece of equipment while working on set. After the movie's release, the slippers disappeared for several decades until they resurfaced in the possession of a Tennessee woman named Roberta Jeffries Bauman. Bauman, who had purchased the slippers at a Hollywood auction, reported experiencing a series of misfortunes, including multiple burglaries and a violent mugging. She eventually donated the slippers to the Smithsonian Institution in 1979, hoping to break the curse. Since then, the ruby slippers have been the subject of several theft attempts and security breaches. In 2005, one of the pairs was stolen from the Smithsonian and was missing for over a decade before being recovered by the FBI in 2018. 6. The Cursed Tomb of Tutankhamun. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 by archaeologist Howard Carter is considered one of the most significant archaeological finds in history. However, the tomb's unveiling was soon followed by a series of untimely deaths and misfortunes, leading to the belief that it was cursed. Shortly after the tomb's opening, Lord Carnarvon, who financed the expedition, died from an infected mosquito bite, fueling rumors of a mummy's curse. Several members of the excavation team also met with unexpected and mysterious deaths, adding to the superstition surrounding the tomb. The curse has been attributed to various causes, including disturbing the resting place of the pharaoh, inadvertently releasing ancient toxins or pathogens, or even incurring the wrath of ancient Egyptian deities. While many scientists and historians have dismissed the idea of a mummy's curse as mere coincidence and superstition, the tale has captured the public's imagination and has become an enduring part of the legend surrounding Tutankhamun's tomb. 7. The Cursed Inca Treasure. The Inca treasure, also known as the Treasure of Atahualpa, is a legendary hoard of gold and precious artifacts that was purportedly seized from the Inca Empire by Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century. According to the legend, the treasure was cursed by the Inca high priests to bring misfortune and death to anyone who attempted to claim it. The curse is said to have taken effect when the Spanish conquistadors, led by Francisco Pizarro, massacred the Inca Emperor Atahualpa and his entourage, despite receiving a massive ransom in gold and silver. Over the centuries, numerous expeditions have been mounted in search of the fabled Inca treasure, with many of them ending in disaster or tragedy. Explorers have reported encountering strange phenomena, such as unexplained deaths, disappearances, and even encounters with ghostly apparitions. One of the most famous stories surrounding the Inca treasure curse involved the ill-fated Leguia expedition of 1925. The expedition's leader, Ronald Leguis, and several of his team members perished under mysterious circumstances, with some reports suggesting that they were death. These were the 7 most cursed items of history. Do you believe in them, and would you own them? Comment below. YouTube thinks left video will increase your knowledge, so do check it out. And don't forget to like the video, share it with your others, and lastly, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next videos.